What's up? So I wanted to do a video on Supermicro, ticker symbol SMCI, and I wanted to do a kind of an update video on my previous opinions on Supermicro. So previously I stated that I was not going to buy any Supermicro just because I was worried about the fact that their auditor completely just left and bounced, and I didn't feel confident investing in a company where the auditor completely left, right? But as things evolve, right, you want to change your mind. You want to be open to changing your mind. And I just feel that new news came out talking about how their new auditors were saying that like the things look fine. Their business is still in order. There's nothing really that big of there's no real big problem financial wise, right? There might be problems in accounting, but speaking financially, there's no real big problem, and their customers are still real, right? They're not fixing the books and maybe they are fixing the books, but even if they are fixing the books, they still have real business. They have real customers, and I just feel that right now, when I'm looking at the pre-market, it's at $32, and this chart doesn't show it because this chart doesn't show right now. It's not even aftermarket or pre-market. It's overnight hours, right? And right now on Robinhood, it's showing that it's at $32 somewhere here, and I think that, so it should be right here, right? So it's sitting on, in my opinion, some type of support. I just drew this line earlier, but then it's basically this support from a year ago, and I feel that right now it could be, just based off of all the news that's come up, it could be a buying opportunity. I feel that recently there's been a lot more FUD and a lot more people selling pressure because it was kicked out of the NASDAQ 100. But that doesn't change the fact that it seems like their business is still in order, right? They still have their customers. AI isn't shrinking per se. You see all these companies that are expanding their data centers, Google, Microsoft, Meta, they're all expanding their data centers. They're all expanding their compute power, and they'll need cooling racks. And I mean, also, if I'm not per se a expert, or I'm not reading like all the books. This is like all the books and all the information. I follow a channel called Hurricane Lopez, and he explains everything in depth. And it just seems like right now given the fact that people have come out and said that their orders are real, their customers are real. They may be doing some type of accounting trick or some type of book manipulation, but that doesn't change the fact that the business is actually real. And I just don't see as much of a risk in investing in SMCI right now. Obviously not financial advice, right? Don't go buying it just because I said so. But based off of what I'm hearing from other people, namely just Hurricane Lopez, I'll maybe link to his channel up here somewhere, I don't know where, but he does in-depth analysis from what I can tell, and he seems to be a trustworthy guy. So like, hey, but as of right now, should I buy it right now while it's sitting at a $32 support level? I'm still kind of iffy, just because I feel that market makers might want to keep pushing it down, as it is a prime candidate for tax loss harvesting, right? You're sitting down here. The only people that won or that are up is maybe, let's see, January, these people. So this amount of volume right here, and then this amount of, and then these people, or not even these people, just these people, right? So that's the only people that are up. Everyone else is probably going to tax loss harvest down, especially after this leg down, and also the selling pressure from institutional investors who are kind of required to buy only NASDAQ 100 stocks, or only a specific group of stocks. When companies like this leave these type of indices, then you will see selling pressure. This happened to, for example, Spire Global about 1, 2, maybe 3 years ago. I forget when, but like a while back, when they left the Russell 3000, and then they rejoined like a year later. But then when they left it, there was immediate selling pressure, and I kind of see that that's probably what's happening right now. But is it a buying opportunity right now? I do think that right now it is a reasonable buying opportunity. If I did have more funds, more free cash, well, all my cash right now is just locked up in Spire Global and SoFi. But if I had more disposable cash, I would buy into it. But like maybe just DCA, that's probably what I would do, because I am still worried about this stretch from here to here. Can I do that? From here to here, where you will see tax loss harvesting because of this dramatic drop down, right? Like all these people, or not all of them, but a lot of these people will want to tax loss harvest down. A lot of people or a lot of institutions that can only buy from the Nasdaq 100 will have to sell before year close, right? In order for their funds or whatever to match the Nasdaq 100, especially if you're tracking it. So those are just my quick thoughts on SMCI. I am looking at it right now. It does look really interesting. Again, this is all just based off of what I'm hearing from the grapevine. Is that the right word? What I'm hearing just from like peripherally. I'm not looking too much into it, but it does seem that if they have their books in order, they have the customers, their business isn't going down or going, like, it's not going anywhere. They have the best in they basically have the best product on the market. I just feel like this has a asymmetric upside, and I'm probably gonna look into buying it maybe late December. I do want to see and kind of feel out the dip, right? I want to feel out when the downward momentum starts slowing down, and that's kind of when I feel like would be a good opportunity to buy. But again, timing the market is never a good strategy, so I might also, when I do get funds, I might also just start buying, maybe just a little bit. Maybe I might actually even go towards a slightly short dated calls, just because I feel that if they do get their books in line, then that will be, when they do have their books all in order, then that will create buying pressure. If what I suspect, if their books are all correct and their books do show like no malicious accounting, no shady dealings or whatever like that, then I do think that it will create a strong momentum upwards. But as of right now, it's still, as I said before, I keep saying it over and over again, like there's multiple things that are going against SMCI right now. So the tax loss harvesting, the getting kicked out of the Nasdaq 100, just the fear, right? The FUD that's being spread right now. Not necessarily, yeah, it is fear, uncertainty, and doubt, right? Because there is fear and uncertainty. This is the exact same thing that happened to Spire Global. You have to take management's word for it, right? So that's exactly what I did when I was holding Spire Global, where they had to redo their books, and then the stock completely tanked because people didn't know what to expect from their books. But then management said that we will attain free cash flow by August, and it seems like that's what they did. And if you believe in management, you believe in the business, you believe that their contracts that they're signing are the real deal, you believe that the space is going to keep growing, then it seems like a prime candidate for me to start buying stocks in. I am still a little bit wary, right, as I said before. So those are just my opinions, kind of my update on my updated thoughts on not Spire Global, on SMCI. But yeah, that's it. Have a good day. Peace.